I had to
Yeah.
think about the characters I saw.
Yeah.
That was a funky set a moment ago. But
It was a wild set, but now we got this loser semis going on. SlowJoe kind of on a hot streak tonight. It's been a while since I've seen him this deep into the bracket, so.
well, we will see what he does. And this is very different, of course, from all of the crazy shenanigans we saw in Winners Finals moments ago. This is going to be Sheik Fox probably all the way, unless SlowJoe gets some kind of crazy janky win, and he might tilt Big Mac into Falcon. You never know.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's always a possibility. But, I mean, you never know. They could also just be tired of each other at this war. Big Mac can just go Mario for some reason.
yeah.
Honestly, these days, you really can never tell with Big Mac.
Yeah, sometimes he just does crazy things and they work, and there's just no way to know. Well, pretty decent lead here early on for Big Mac, but obviously in the Fox matchup, Fox is quick enough to kind of keep up with Sheik as Sheik tries to maintain the aggressive approach, which is something that Big Mac is very prone to doing.
And starting to keep this pressure up on SlowJoe. Not really a whole lot of opportunities where SlowJoe could win the neutral and get stage control back. Big Mac has kind of been stuffing him at a lot of opportunities, both by ledge and in center stage. Ooh. I like the down tilt because that basically covered two options there. One, it prevented, if he went high, then that means that Big Mac just ducked under the illusion. And if he went to the ledge, it probably would have two-framed him. And then that mix up there, taking that first stock. Big Mac only with 52%, so this is some pretty good territory for Sheik to be in. Because this is the right amount of, this is the right amount of percent where, oh my god,
It was
never mind.
It was a second ago.
Mind.
Oh, man.
Never mind. SlowJoe is just going to shut me up with a pretty flashy combo.
Yeah, I know where you were coming from. You know, Sheik has the option when you're up a stock with Sheik and you have, you know, whatever, between 50 and 70%, you can get a little bit aggressive, try to make something happen.
Yeah, because you got the rage to get those combos out. But on the same hand, it's Fox, it's Town and City, and it's SlowJoe. He loves to move and groove like that, like all those clean pivot tilts.
Yeah, he does a lot of crazy things, as we saw one of those really sweet combos a moment ago. Put him up from basically down a full stock to suddenly up in this game as a whole. And now it's Big Mac's turn. Oh, that was real close.
That was super deep.
Yeah. Big Mac doing everything he can to just get a little bit of percentage on. He's not at that point now.
Trying to get him with the forward tilt into the up air, but SlowJoe, his DI has been really on point, so that's not been landing a whole lot.
Yeah, now he's at that point where...
Oh, he jumped! He jumped right into the bouncing fish.
Yeah, he needs forward tilt into up air. That should and will do it. Big Mac is going to take the first game with a nice forward tilt into up air. Confirm, make sure that SlowJoe does not complete the massive comeback in game one.
I mean, that's just kind of SlowJoe at his scariest. Like, when he gets a conversion, he just goes all the way with it. Like, even if it ends up with him being in disadvantage and him being on like the other end of a big punish, like SlowJoe doesn't care. As long as he gets like the maximum amount of damage out of it, it's fine. Like, he makes up for it later on during the game. All right, running back right to Town and City. No nonsense here. And much of the same from the first game. Big Mac starting out the gate with a pretty sizable percent lead. And just nothing but aggression, forward airing him to one side of the stage. Then just like, you know what? You've seen this side enough. I'll bring you back to the other side.
Let's see if Big Mac can retain all of this momentum as he continues to move forward and just kind of bully SlowJoe.
Yeah.
He's got the game lead. He's not really letting SlowJoe land. Hits him with the little jab there and runs away.
Yeah, really all it's a matter of is Big Mac just putting on the pressure by just pressing the right buttons and using the right aerial approach. Like, as soon as he pops SlowJoe up with an option on the ground, it's just forward air swipe across the stage. And then if it's just a neutral exchange where SlowJoe's kind of sticking out the wrong move, he just comes down with a neutral air, uses the active frames on that to get him out. Oh, using the forward air to challenge the illusion. Ooh, going out, trying to challenge the Firefox. That's kind of dangerous, especially at that percent. Oh, but watch out for SlowJoe. Now, all of a sudden, he's got Big Mac at kill percent. So now he's got to be very careful with how he approaches. Bouncing fish staying by the ledge. hanging back on needles now. He's at the percent where he's just kind of got to rely on just straight needle pressure. Tries for the back air. Going to get the tech, though. SlowJoe on point with that.
Yeah, SlowJoe has been very good at coming back after kind of getting bossed around the beginning of each of these games and trying to hit Sheik in the top of the head hurt box there with that back air. He'll miss just barely. Not really afraid to throw out a little bit of aerial pressure while in neutral. Although you got to be careful with it. Sheik is one of the characters that can punish it the hardest as down tilt, sending Fox too far out of any combo range because he's just at too high of a percentage.
Ooh, that could have been jab, jab, up smash. But SlowJoe's still living. Oh, and no ledge invincibility on that, and all Fox needs to do is just down smash, and just like that.
Yeah, losing rage there is real bad. They were almost with the rage. Sheik was almost in the percent where forward tilt would have killed.
Yeah.
And that fair probably would have killed as well.
Tries for the ledge, Trump back air, that's going to do it, and back to even stocks. I mean, you never really want to count SlowJoe out because he's got that X factor where if he just gets the one little string he needs, he has a very bad habit of forcing you into a situation where he can get that one little moment that he needs to bring it all the way back. Did it with Snoofle tonight, and looking to maybe do it with Big Mac again here in loser semis, but
we're basically exchanging up tilt after up tilt with fair after fair there. These two characters doing what they do best as far as putting on damage.
Well, but SlowJoe now is starting to get some more control of the ledge.
Up tilt into up air, so close. Big Mac down being out of the way. You always see the good players tend to jump away from those things.
Oh, wow! Caught him sleeping. You can't be on the ledge for too long like that.
That was a strange one. Big Mac whacks himself in the top of the head like, I can't believe I just got caught by that. But hey.
Yeah, I mean, okay, like, to be fair, that hitbox is deceptively huge. Like, but, you know, that's one thing that Foxes like to do just as a check, because if you're just hanging by the ledge and you're not paying attention, invincibility is going to run out, and all Fox really just needs to do is just forward smash. And because it comes out so quick, it's kind of hard to react to it, so.
Yeah, well, we're going to have a nice game 3 here, going right back to Smashville. So we're not going to see any of the town and city stuff. And this is a very good stage for Sheik in the matchup because Fox is at that weight where you can kind of do nasty things to him with that platform should it come to it. Otherwise, it's just FD, which is also fine for Sheik in the matchup. So.
Nice use of the shine to stall his recovery. At least try to keep this pressure up. Going past the ledge as a little bit of a mix-up, but not working. So he's just going to snap the ledge. And once again, SlowJoe playing from behind. Big Mac holding shield, opting just for the cross-up, and the shine ending up killing SlowJoe there, stalling his recovery just enough to where the bouncing fish will connect. But here he goes. Here goes SlowJoe, the drag down tech chase, and all of a sudden 74%, or 81 at this point.
Yeah, that is a lot of percentage to tack on, but he's got to finish the stock because at this point now he's giving Sheik rage. And you know what happens if Sheik gets 1 or 2 of those good combos going, especially with rage. And there's a couple of tilts and a dash attack.
I think now
good up tilt there from SlowJoe to get out of a very hazardous spot where he side beat into. Nice sliding grab there from Big Mac. Pivot grab
looking really clean. Up tilt, trying to catch Big Mac somewhere in the air, but Big Mac's just utilizing his aerial movement, not making it easy for him.
Yeah, Big Mac is just trying to compile on the damage here a little bit.
Oh, no.
And SlowJoe.
Man.
SlowJoe not ending that the way you ever want to see a match of that caliber end. Look, when you come to a weekly, you'll see a lot of unfortunate things that happen. You'll see player suicides that get knocked out of bracket. You'll see, you know, Fox will fair footstool people, or there'll be like a 10% gimp and somebody who's leading will lose, something like that. You don't see it as much when you get to winners quarters, winners semis, losers semis, and so forth. So you really hate to see these guys here all night lose to the one slip-up, but hey, at least SlowJoe's going to go home with 4th place, probably a little bit of payout. Could be worse.
Good. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, 4th is, like, I have not seen SlowJoe kind of place this high in quite a bit. Like,